Traveler, you've reached the end. How much longer were you denied a within? For they've waited so long just to find a friend. Reach back for the years and let the two of you begin. They'll never bring us down. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome, travelers. It is D.T.Richard, and today, for years now, I have basically just denied my childhood self. I have denied my inner child for so long, and I think the person, whoever's watching this, you probably have denied your inner child for so long too, and I'm glad that my mom used to get me all of the school books and everything, because I'm glad I have like pictures, old pictures of myself. Don't have any videos of myself because my mom never took videos of me, which is very funny because she had an iPhone. But that's okay. I have a bunch of old like things of myself, and this is from the school book, and here says my name, and after it says my future career is either author or actor, and that's what I always wanted to do as a kid. I always wanted to be an actor or author, and that's exactly what I want to do, because you have to realize, traveler, that if you're watching this, you're most likely neurodivergent. If you're not neurodivergent, then you might even just relate to neurodivergent, because we're all humans, right? But what I will say is that, why have you abandoned yourself? Why have you moved on? And why have you tried to bury away your real passion? I know exactly why. When you're in this road, mostly if you have an intellectual see, I can't even speak English. See, I can't do it. You have an intellectual disability, or you just neurodivergent, right? People, mostly if you're like, there's layers to this stuff. There's like hierarchies and this stuff. If you're like visibly special needs, and like people can tell off the jump when they first meet you they have special needs, then they're gonna be like, oh, they'll say it, yeah, he's special needs, or she's special needs, right? But then if you're like high masculine, people will be so mean to you. Because listen, they're mean to the special needs people too, but they just talk crap. They just like they talk crap more behind their backs, but also they're just like quiet about it because they know it will be socially wrong. But since you are high masculine, then people are gonna be brutal towards you. And as I edit this video, just to add, it shows you how people feel about like people with any disabilities in general, like people with any learning disability or just anything that has to do with intellectual, whatever. It shows you how they feel in general. Like if you're a high masker, the way people treat you, that's exactly how they feel about every single person in any hierarchy of disability. They just know who to do it on, since it's more socially acceptable for somebody to be rude to somebody that's higher masculine, right? So yeah. So the things that usually make you, people tell you from a young age to stop doing that, or to stop acting like that, or to stop talking like that, or to stop doing the things that make you. So you eventually just become just a masker, and you just mask your whole personality to make people like you. But at the end of the day, they don't really like you anyways. And most of the time, it's hard for a lot of neurodivergent people to create in general, or to write, or this and that. Because right now, as you know, I'm D.T.Richard. I am writing right now, and it's very hard because I am struggling to get that. Because usually in the outside world, all people do to me is project their foolishness onto me. Because people think just because like, oh, you're really nice, or just an ad, that they can project whatever they want onto you. Like they can project that they're mad at their own life, so they project that onto you, and they're very miserable. So they make sure to put that miserable stuff on you, and it's crazy, but and that is why in 2026 you cannot forget. You already forgot. You have to remember. The young one. Oh, let me not break that. I should probably print this again on okay, anyways, with staples. But you cannot forget this inner child. You can't forget it. Speech impediment. Sorry. You can't forget it, because if you forget him or her, or whatever, yeah, you're gonna become nothing. Like, you're gonna become just a boring person. And like, if you start acting, like, if you start catering to that inner child and catering to your creative gifts, then I promise you, you're gonna flourish, and you're gonna lose like all the people in your life. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, I don't mess with you anymore. Don't worry. Those people were fake from the jump, and they just wanted you to be nothing the whole time. So, yeah, you just really gotta focus on yourself, because you just gotta really focus yourself. Because the more and more you get into your writing, you get into your whatever you're into, the more and more you're just like getting more confidence from your inner child. Like, you don't even need any validation from anybody. You just need, I guess, yourself, basically. And that is why it is very important to ground yourself. It is very important to ground yourself. I write to boys who feel it's very like, there's a lot of stuff I have to write. I have to write very deep mental health themes, a lot of nostalgia. I have to write all that, right? And I'm already dealing with the outside world, with people's foolishness and their projections and what they think about me and all this foolishness that I don't really care about, because you don't pay my bills. But you have to ground yourself as a neurodivergent creative, because if you don't, then you're gonna be done. Man, I've been done up. But this is my come up. This is my cut on. Hold on. You have to ground yourself. So like, sensory. This is my sensory right here. This is my sensory. That's sensory, right? I just watched Wicked for good. I watched it at least like a million times already. I just watched that like just right now on my monitor. It was not loud enough. I should watch it on my TV, but I watched that because it helps me ground myself. It helps me get back to me, get back to who I am. Because sometimes, as I said, people want you out of your element, mostly because neurodivergent creatives, they're so cool. Like, the stuff that you can make is so cool, and it's so flipping cool. Do not let people make you think that it's not cool. It is very cool. I'm tired of talking like that, so I'm gonna go back to talking calm. You cannot just lock in. You have to lock in with your childhood self. You have to do that, because that's how you're gonna make the most coolest creative stuff. That's like the only way, actually, at that point. The only way, because if you don't do that, then you're gonna spend your whole life going around in circles. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So you have to lock in with your childhood self. And I have learned this, and I am still learning this. Thank you, traveler, for watching this video. More videos to come. This is like probably one of the, actually, I've shown my personality on a couple of videos, but like, I feel like this video I probably showed more of my personality. I'm looking around because I'm trying to think, sorry. So probably the first time I showed my full personality, but always remember me, traveler, because I always remember you. And D.T.Richard out. You know I never want to joke, Rob. Please, let's just make one more cake mix. One more game of Mario? Party at Chuck E. Cheese? Or just love me like you used to? Although my vessel has grown, my heart moans.